Hey guys, just wanted to do a video sort of explaining why the last review was so late in getting put up. I had, unfortunately, just way too much to do that uh, week before last, and then this week, unfortunately, I basically on the way home from work got a pretty nasty migraine and ended up just spending the afternoon just really sick, and hence why I went up on Saturday. Uh, but otherwise, yeah. Again, apologize for that. Fortunately, that's just the way things sort of ended up happening. Um, so I figured since I have pulled the camera out for this, I figured I'll also do a bit of a vlog update, channel update type thing. Excuse me. So yeah, as you may have noticed with this last video, a little bit of a change. This basically what happened was I started doing a little bit more in Premiere to touch up and uh, dress up the videos a little more, make them look a little more professional. Um, Basically, I had wanted for a while now to have like something at the beginning of the video to better show what kit I was looking at. Um, Part of the reason why you always see the video camera starting out on the kit, but now wanted to add something a little more sort of obvious to what the kit is, and um, figured this is a good way to start. Again, or actually, one thing I do want is obviously feedback from these changes. Another actual change I made is I've gotten an actual microphone. Been wanting to improve the audio quality some, so I figured that was a good way. Also doing some stuff in editing to um, tidy up the audio. And one thing I also did obviously is the in card thing. Though I, after watching it, one of those things that it looks fine on the little timeline thing, but in actuality, it's not as good as you thought. So one thing I am going to change with, and actually have changed with the next videos, is I've lengthened that in card so that it can better do its job. Um, yeah, what I thought was fine really was too short. So yeah, I wanted to also do that as a way of sort of previewing what gets coming next, and sort of allowing people to more quickly get to other videos other than I'd assume the recommended videos and whatnot. So yeah, a little bit of tidying up. Going further out as far as scheduling, there's definitely a couple other pauses that are going to happen. First is coming up. Um, yeah, basically in I want to say about 2 weeks or so for Thanksgiving. Um, there's be no video put out on Black Friday, so as I figured people will be too busy. I'm gonna be busy, and so just yeah, I figured what, I'll just hold it off and put it up a week late. Next big one is actually going to be the last 2 weeks of the year, since it's Christmas and then New Year's. So I'm just going to hold off until New Year, as yeah, everyone's just going to be busy with family and whatnot. Same with me. So that's sort of where we are as far as going out to the end of the year. Moving past that, though, things are a little more gray and nebulous. A couple of things I'm working on. Um, One of the first things I've wanted to do for a while now, granted, I'm still sort of figuring out the exact minutia of the format and all that, is I'd like to do a more type of full build series of videos. These would not be tutorial videos. I'm going to put that out right now. These are not going to be aimed at doing that. Well, I still want to do tutorial videos, and those have just been absolute back burner till I just figure out what I want to do with those. I might put out sort of little spot videos because I know there's a couple of things I want to do as far as tutorial wise. But other than that, really tutorials are on hiatus indefinitely. But as I was getting back to the main point is I really wanted to do like a full build type series. These would be a lot more involved, a lot more sort of full project type deal. Sort of an introduction, and so different parts of the assembly, and just a little more professionally done. Granted, I still haven't worked out a lot of the specifics yet. I have my ideas. Just I'm sort of looking at what other people have done, trying to figure out what works for me. Basically what works, what doesn't work, what looks good, what I can do, and just figuring all that out. Now, thing about these videos though would be they'd be much less frequently put out. I figured maybe once, if not twice a month, if even that. More than likely, these would be probably like once a month type videos. Granted, these videos would be much longer, and I do mean a lot longer. And this is part of the reason why I'm trying to really figure out what I really want to do with these videos and how to do them. As obviously I doubt anyone's going to be that interested and wanting to sit through hours of footage. So that's sort of where that is. It's a great project idea, but I'm still sort of fleshing out the details for that. Another thing I've wanted to also do, similarly to the model review videos, is figure reviews. I collect them. I've wanted to review them for a while, but that's in terms of difficulty, it'd be easy to do as it's much the same as what I am doing. Problem is just some of the other stuff and just dealing with some personal crap. So yeah, that's something else I want to do eventually. Problem is right now I have no timetable as to doing that. Upside is once I do start it, I can probably, I would say, probably get that rolling on a regular basis pretty quickly. Again, like I said, main thing is just dealing with some personal stuff. As for other type things, as I said, I do want to do tutorial videos still, but I want to, in terms of the large projects like I've done in the past, figure out all that, what I want to do, and personally I think doing on these full build videos will help in that regard, but like I said, it's figuring out how I want to do those. I do believe I can do some smaller, short, little more focused subject area, focusing on certain type techniques, working with certain materials, and those type of things. Those I can do a little more regularly, but they still come out pretty infrequently. Another thing I do want to also do, but this is mainly just I don't have real space to do it with, is doing showcase videos. These would basically just be sort of little photo videos of completed kits. Problem there is I don't have a real sort of space to do the photos for them. Because, yeah. That, again, would be another easy thing to do. It's just I don't have the space to do it in. Upside with that, again, is I could do it pretty quickly. But at the same time, I would probably put it out a little less frequently just because obviously I've only built so many kits. and I'd obviously want to have enough videos that could make the series worthwhile. So yeah, that's sort of where we are with the channel. I do have, especially with the breaks, more than enough videos prepped that we can get to the end of the year. After that, though, as I said, it's going to be a little more difficult, especially because I know my work really picks up at the beginning of the year. So, in all likelihood, expect a more lengthy sort of break coming in the spring, just because I really don't think I'm going to be able to basically do a weekly type thing once that hits. I'm going to try and review as many kits as I can and before that, just so that we don't hit a big hiatus, or even more ideally, if we do, when we would come back from that hiatus, we'd have a lot, so we could go for a pretty decent while. That's sort of all I have for this channel update. Again, I wanted to explain the little lateness on the videos, and I figured since I got the camera out to do that, I might as well just do a full sort of channel update vlog. And that's all I sort of have. Until next time.